butta fuori. Rinchiusi dentro il bunker. Niente router, no computer, pezzi di ricambio per discutere. Fermo il tempo che scorre, con quel sole risorge, soffio sull'occhio di George Orwell. I primi bling fossili.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. You know, it seems, fellas, like every time LeBron takes the court, he has a chance to pass another career milestone. When it's all said and done, where do you think he ends up on the NBA's all-time scoring list, Shaq?
Well, it'll be very hard for him to make a run at the top two, Ernie. However, it's never a good idea to doubt LeBron because he's already passed me up in the scoring list, so you can't doubt the guy.
He's got that going for him. How about
you know, man, Ernie, I just think how long he plays. If he plays, 17, 18 years, he's going to be in the top two. But if he stops at about 15 and says, I just want to spend time with my kids, then I don't think so.
That does it for us for now. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's a road game for the Nuggets, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. And with the top record in the East, well, there's no doubt that this is a top-caliber team.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. Doris, the teams that are postseason locks, they have to choose whether to rest starters or play those starters to maintain their momentum. Is momentum something, as a former player, that you can turn on and off?
You know what, Kevin? I think this is a fine balancing act for both the coaches and the players. If your playoff position is secured and you have an opportunity to try to find some rest creatively without sacrificing, obviously, the momentum you've built up over the 82 games, it's important that you take it. But how you choose to do that is important. Do you give a game off, or do you perhaps reduce minutes over the course of a game? Individual organization decisions typically, and a lot of it has to do with the personnel. How experienced are they as NBA players? That has to be part of the equation.
A lot to balance for sure. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. J.J. Barea is out there with Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies.
And,
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's James. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Barea with a wide-open look, off target from outside. For Cleveland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Upside Thomas. He dishes it to Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. To the wing on the left. Back to Barea. The 3 and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Well, it just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night, and you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
Well, it happens sometimes, obviously, where you don't shoot it well. And when your offense is out of sync, you have to gut it out on the other side of the ball.
And here's Millsap after Isaiah Thomas made that last 3-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. And here's Cleveland. Big stretch here going 10-2. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Left side Rose. Love outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
And that one drops for him. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Outside Rose. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James kicks to Rose. Off target from 3-point range. The Nuggets trail by 6. To the paint. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Barton.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside Thomas from deep. Thompson dishes to Rose. The drive by James. And Thompson kicks to Thomas. Love the pass to LeBron. James throws it down hard.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Out to the wing. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Nuggets score.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. The 3-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. It's a pick by Love. Thomas dishes to Thompson. Back to Thomas. Love kicks to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Again, Thomas missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Barea. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Barton in the corner. Jokic with his screen on Thompson. Barton. The second effort. Here's Millsap. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Love outside. Off target with his 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Thompson, a screen on Barea. Thomas kicks to Rose, trying his luck deep. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Rose has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Barton outside. Jokic against Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 6 points for Jokic. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Back to LeBron. Thompson, a screen on Chandler. LeBron passes to Thomas. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Barea kicks to Jokic. Second chance shot. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Thomas against Barea. Back to LeBron. Rose kicks to Love. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Kicks it out to Love. 5 to shoot. Pushing their lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Of course, we have so many bigs that are playmakers, even though their position doesn't say they really should fall in that category. But we do have a lot of guys that can pass, that have size, and operate down low. Who, in your opinion, tend to be some of those names under the radar?
Well, I go to Marc Gasol, who is an all-star center in the NBA. But what his value is, he's increasingly become comfortable with a guy who they want to take 15 to 20 shots a game. But the beauty of Marc Gasol is the unselfish nature of his game. You can stick Marc at the elbow, enter the ball through him, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to lead to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the score, or he can get his own offense. I think for me, maybe the under-radar guy in terms of playmaking has to be Marc Gasol.
One-on-one here. Here's Thomas. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And anytime he takes the court, you can bet Isaiah Thomas is #1 with a bullet atop the other team's scout report.
And he knows it too, Kev. Facing all of these double teams, this guy's worked so hard to become even more dynamic as a scorer and passer. He can finish with either hand. He can hit 3s on the move. This guy is relentless looking to improve.
Well, Isaiah Thomas can handle the basketball with great efficiency. He might have the league's best hesitation move, and that allows him to get to the rim at will, guys.
Here's Lyles. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Thomas. To the wing right side. Holmes passes to Smith. And the 3 off target. And Doris, when Thomas gets into the lane, he's an amazing finisher for a guy his size.
It really boggles the mind, Kevin, how many tricks are in that bag. This guy can finish with hooks, with floaters, with either hand from different angles, English off the glass. I think his strength is really deceptive. He can take a hit, finish the play. This guy is truly remarkable.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Harris drops them both. And the Cavs, once again, looking to will their way, Doris, to a title. Every year, the competition seems to grow fiercer.
Yes, but they seem to be a team that thrives on adversity. Think back to 2016 when they overcome that 3-1 deficit. Last season, it was the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. There's no quit in these Cavaliers.
The Nuggets with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Outside Thomas. Holmes, that's a screen. Thomas dishes to Wade. Thomas kicks to Holmes. And it's sent back by Plumlee. To the paint. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
For Denver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Matthews, no good on that one. And Wes Matthews, undrafted out of Marquette, and yet an NBA starter almost from day one. Doris, he has made a career out of defying expectations.
I think, Kev, you'd be hard-pressed to think of a tougher competitor. Wes is a physical two-way player and a knockdown shooter.
Here's Harris, following the score by Cleveland. Miles passes to Murray. Now the feed to Harris. Plumlee with the screen. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Harris.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
And it's Smith missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here is Plumlee, looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. .125 left in the first quarter. Plumlee with the screen. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets over Wade.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Thomas up top. He's covered by Murray. Thomas, no luck.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Murray dishes to Plumlee. There's a screen for 3. Harris. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Smith outside. Now Crowder, 8 on the wing. In the corner, Holmes with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. Denver's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Plumlee, the pass to Murray. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
From deep, Thomas, good on the three-point shot. Thomas got 11 points.
Well, you have to stay attached to Isaiah Thomas because in catch-and-shoot situations, this guy is ready to fire.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Isaiah Thomas, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And, we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Plumlee out there with Lyles. And it's Matthews in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wade kicks to Holmes. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Holmes got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs. The Nuggets trail by 12. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The baseline J. Jump shot is good. Cleveland's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Murray with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Harris kicks to Plumlee. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Plumlee's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. Holmes sets a screen. Wade kicks to Holmes. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Nuggets shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that, to me, makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
No good from LeBron.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Here's Barea. And that one is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And to back up the point with Barton and his chaotic play style, he knows exactly what he's about. Famously saying, Greg, I'm so creative most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And, that might sound glib, but it is just how Barton plays. I mean, a fantastic competitor who just does what it takes to win. He gives you a little bit of everything out on the floor.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Now here's Green following the miss by Jokic. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's James, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Jokic.
You know what's remarkable to me is how durable and how consistently great LeBron has been. It almost appears to me, guys, he's superhuman. You expect at some point age will start to take its toll, but he's done an amazing job of using his body and keeping it right.
And the second free throw, good. And LeBron is at an age where you usually see players on the downslope of their careers.
Well, certainly, Kevin, this guy, when you factor in playoffs and international play, there's a lot of miles on that body. You combine that with the fact that he's top 6 all-time in minutes, it's incredible how successful he's been. Remember, this guy takes extraordinary care of his body.
For Denver, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team
Get out of the way. You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Barton dishes to Barea. Millsap a screen on Green. Here's Barea. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Kicks it out to Love. They set the pick. Here's Green. They get a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Cavaliers.
And, boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. One trend we've seen, Doris, is the shift away from one primary ball handler toward a more collective approach. You think that change is here to stay?
Well, it'll be interesting. I do think the NBA is very much a copycat league. So you think back to the 90s and the slowed-down, grinded battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, to now the pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs play big. Is there a team that wants to reformulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ. Right now, the champ is all about pace and space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. Martin with it. He's picked up by James. And that one's good. Jokic.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jokic with his screen on Rose. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Shumpert. Barea, the pass to Barton. Carter comes in with the double team. Millsap kicks to Barton. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's James. A second chance effort. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first points of the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Millsap kicks to Chandler. And again, Denver no good. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. James right side. Jokic with the steal. Now here's Barea. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Layup off the pick. And here is James. Over in the corner, Rose. They get the rebound. They kick it out to Green. Moves back up. Left side, Rose. Millsap with the steal. Here's Chandler. Kicks to Barea. Pass to Barton. Millsap sets the pick for Barton. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup falls. Barton's got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Rose. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
When you look at the Cavs bench, you certainly see a lot of veterans over there. LeBron wants teammates he can trust in the heat of the playoffs.
For Cleveland, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Thomas comes in for James. Chandler, no good. And LeBron trying to make the most of his championship window, Doris. But does the age of the Cavalier role players shorten that window, do you think?
Well, I think it's a great question. And you could look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs, and they put among their reserves young developing players, and that helps to extend their run. With the Cavs, it seems to be more of a now or never approach.
Takes the 13-footer. Pass to Barton. Tries again. Barton missing again.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Rose kicks to Love. The kick out to Rose. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really good work in the painted area. You need to have the inside game working like that.
The Nuggets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rose. And then for Denver, Gary Harris comes in for Barton. And Murray subbed in for J.J. Barea.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Thomas dishes to Thompson. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
I don't know how you cannot love watching IT do his thing. Isaiah Thomas making them appear hopeless in the pick and roll.
Jokic will not go. This is off the front iron. Upside Thomas. Out to Carter. He feeds it to Wade. Now here's Thomas. He's covered by Murray. Knocked loose. Outside Crowder. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That's Thomas outside. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Well, difficult shot making is a specialty of Isaiah Thomas. The defense could not do much more than that.
Millsap against Crowder. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Paul Millsap.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, the master of the pick and roll, Isaiah Thomas, so clever at knowing exactly what to do in these sets.
Murray kicks to Harris. Here's Chandler. That one misses. And Cleveland will come the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count it. Good. Carter's got his first points in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Murray kicks to Harris. Millsap a screen. Lets the 3 fly. The Nuggets keeping it alive. A new 24. Millsap a screen, and here's Chandler from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 6 points for Wilson Chandler.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Here's the screen. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Crowder. Here's Wade. 5 on the clock. Crowder goes in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Cavaliers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. No good on the free throw.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
Now Harris, 7 points in the game. Plumlee with the screen. For 3, Murray, and no good trying to get that one. And so it's Cleveland, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Isaiah Thomas having an outstanding game. He had 16 points and 5 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Little big man getting after it. Isaiah Thomas, pound for pound, the league's most entertaining player to watch. He's got 6 million ways to score. Choose one.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. The Cavs' Tyronn Lue said he never envisioned coaching during his playing career, but Doc Rivers saw something in him.
Well, Doc likes to say that Ty just had a way of bringing people together, a way of connecting. At the same time, Lue is tough enough to speak the truth and point out things that others might be reluctant to say.
Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Derrick Rose is out there with Thomas. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Thompson sets the pick for James. Back to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Kicks it out to James. Left side, Love. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. I'm not sure how he missed that one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Thomas goes in. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, just terrific body control from Isaiah Thomas. This guy is amazing at his ability to convert through contact.
Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor due for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Double team on Thomas. To the right side. He dishes it to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. Misses the through.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Jokic, no good.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
LeBron outside. Inside, it's deflected. Jokic with the steal. Barea against Rose. Now here's Barea. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Barton. Chandler is screen. Poke loose. Stolen by Rose. Thompson passes to Love. Rose dishes to Love. LeBron against Chandler. And the basket is good.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
Guys, how lucky are we that we watch LeBron James steadily climb the all-time scoring ranks, right? This guy last season, he passes the great Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal. Truly incredible.
And LeBron Doris presently in the top 7 in career scoring. Do you think he can ever reach number 1?
Kevin, if this guy set out to be the leading scorer in NBA history, he has the physical abilities to do that. But this is a guy who wants to be defined as maybe the most complete player to ever play. He contributes with his scoring, with his passing, with his defense. He is one of the all-time greats.
Millsap a screen. Barton outside. From 11 feet away. Chandler, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thomas, no luck.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
Outside Rose, back to James. And the dunk by James.
Let's say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
Barea kicks to Jokic. Over Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Barea, and he drops it in from the low post. Barea's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
LeBron kicks to Rose. Back to LeBron. Here's the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Barton outside, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Isaiah Thomas. And Denver has possession. It's a 13-point game. It's stolen by Rose. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. Barton outside. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly. But, Doris, I've heard you say on more than one occasion you'd love to see a 3-on-3 competition.
Kevin, I think if you're trying to learn the game of basketball, putting yourself in a situation to play 3-on-3 is one of the greatest ways you can develop your game. One, it teaches you how to pass and cut, right? You cannot be effective in a 3-on-3 game unless you understand how to screen for somebody, how to set yourself up to come off of a screen. If the shorter dynamic of the 3-on-3 in a half-court environment is one of the best ways to learn how to play the game of basketball.
I love that analysis. That's terrific.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Jokic with his screen on Rose. Barea kicks to Jokic, shoots over Holmes. Jokic, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
In the corner, it's James. Outside Rose. Shoots a three. And another three for Cleveland.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Barea kicks to Barton. Millsap a screen on Shumpert. Chandler a screen. Barea with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. For three, Millsap. And another miss by Denver. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Millsap sets the pick for Chandler. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from James.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Rose, that's good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Now here's Barea. Outside Millsap. Feeds it to Chandler. Back to Millsap. Knocked away. Holmes with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron James again. James has got 11 in the second half.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Millsap a screen. Barton kicks to Millsap. Sinks the triple. Millsap's got 14.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Crowder, he's checked in for Green. Smith comes in for James. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Derrick Rose. Wade kicks to Crowder. No good with the triple. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harris inside. Wade is covering. Kept alive. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Outside Crowder. There's the pass to Holmes. Matthews with the rebound.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
That one is no good.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
And Shumpert kicks to Crowder. Back to Smith. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Outside Matthews. There's the dish to Murray.
Cavaliers foul ball. Wayne.
The Nuggets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Outside Crowder, back to Smith. Matthews with the steal. Harris outside. Plumlee sets the pick for Harris. Plumlee with the screen. Plumlee, Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Matthews passes to Harris. Dishes to Murray. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Murray's shooting form, exceptional. Whenever the ball is coming off his fingers like that, you just have to assume it's going in.
And Shumpert kicks to Holmes. Out to Shumpert. 5 on the clock. Passed away. Shot to stop the drought. And it's good on the layup. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
And Matthews kicks to Harris. Basket counts. Harris has got 9 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's Crowder on the wing. And it's Wade in the corner. Out to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That one falls. He has 5.
Yeah, Shumpert continues to develop that mid-range game, and he's looking so much more confident there every day.
Harris outside. Back to Murray. Knocks it loose. And here is Harris. He's got 9. From deep 3-point range, but they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Plumlee with the screen. They set the screen for 3. Murray, the shot, no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Paul Millsap out there with Matthews. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nuggets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. To the paint, here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap just feeling it. Doesn't take much to get him going.
Thomas kicks to Love. Outside Thomas. Back to Love. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
6 to shoot. Thomas dishes to Smith.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Harris outside. Over Love. Millsap misses.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Now the feed to Love. Smith the pass to Thomas. Love kicks to Wade. Back to Love. A 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice job coming off that screen.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Thomas kicks to Wade. In the corner, Smith with it. Wade dishes to Thomas. Baseline jumper. Love the pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Love. Expanding his range. Outside Thomas. And another shot. Again, Thomas missing.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Love kicks to Thomas. Smith outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson misses. The Nuggets trail by 18. Harris dishes to Matthews. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from LeBron. Thomas passes to James. Back to Thomas. Out to Thompson. Love outside. Cleveland gets it back. Smith outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, he measures 5'9", but doesn't bother Isaiah Thomas when he attacks on the interior. Guy is not afraid of anyone.
Harris outside. Millsap a screen. Millsap a screen on James. Matthews goes in. Stolen by Thompson. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cavaliers making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Chandler comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Will Barton in for Harris. Barea kicks to Barton. The 3-pointer no good. Cleveland leading by 18. LeBron dishes to Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's now 23 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And this is why Isaiah Thomas is efficient. That mid-range adds to an ability to drive it or shoot the three.
Chandler, the pass to Jokic. Off target from the wing. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Rose gets a wide open look. James kicks to Thompson. Pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Jokic with the steal. Barea against Thomas. Barton outside. Passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Barea. Jokic a screen. Double team on Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And another miss by Denver. Cleveland leading by 20. LeBron James on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Thompson. Back to James. And stolen by Barton. Kicks to Barea. Jokic sets the screen for Barea. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player. And no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Doris, one result of the new CBA, minimum contracts increasing 45%. That's a big help to the NBA's working class, I think.
Well, I don't think there's any question that you see increasingly role players, someone like Draymond Green, whose value has not necessarily translated in terms of points per game, but his value to winning can't be calculated. And you're right. You see important role players and guys below the superstar level increasingly becoming better compensated. And, hey, listen, there's more of the pie to go around. Who doesn't enjoy a little more cherry pie, Kev?
Yeah, good thoughts. Good thoughts. Here's James. Love with the screen on Barea. Thompson in the corner. Love dishes to Thomas. It's stolen by Barea. He feeds it to Chandler. Offline with his three.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Here's James. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Outside Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 18. LeBron outside. And here's Rose outside. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Barea kicks to Jokic. There's one trend we've seen in the league, an emphasis on getting back defensively rather than pounding the offensive glass. I think of San Antonio a little bit when I think about that. Why is that, you think?
I don't know if this is something cyclical and we'll eventually see teams emphasize getting to the offensive glass as a means to help them win. But one of the most dangerous aspects of the NBA right now is transition 3 opportunities. We're not even seeing teams get back to the hoop and build their defense out. At this point, they're sprinting to the three-point line and then building back toward the hoop. So a drastic difference. We'll see if it changes at any point.
Barton kicks to Millsap. And here's Barea outside. The offensive rebound. That one drops for him.
Well, so rewarding for a player to beat everybody to the basketball and convert that second chance bucket.
Thomas down low. Barton defending. James kicks to Thomas. Down low. Kicks it out to Love. 6 to shoot. Cleveland moving the ball around. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Barton outside. And the pass to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
James kicks to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, the awareness that LeBron possesses was on display there. He knew exactly where to find the easy look.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, we, the North, starting to turn out some players, right? Out of Toronto, Canada, Tristan Thompson. He doesn't have the most expansive offensive skill set, but guys, his motor is as good as it gets.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barea. And that's now 17 points for Jokic. And Thompson, one of the most relentless rebounders in the NBA.
Well, this is the elite skill he brings to the table. His durability and nightly effort on the boards make him a hugely valuable player, worthy of that contract.
The Nuggets trail by 19. And here's Barea outside. Drops in the tray.
Now play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
Now LeBron to the middle. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Jokic sets the screen for Barea. Rebound, Love. Love's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Barton passes to Plumlee. Can't hit that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Carter. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back. Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
Rose with the ball. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.